There's only one place in town I take my Harley Davidson motorcycle to, and that is Slab Sides Motorcycle Shop on Glendale Avenue in Reno. If you're looking for a tune-up, customizing your motorcycle, bars, exhaust, they've got everything you need and one of the best hourly rates in town for any of your motorcycle repair stuff. Go check out Slab Sides Motorcycle Shop. This is Jacob, the host of the 4th Street Live podcast, and my new book, The Rail Runner, inspired by my life on the railroad and being a railroad contractor, is now for sale on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Please go check out my new story if you're looking to escape reality for a few hours. It's a great read. Support a local Reno author. Thanks so much. What's up, everybody? September 27th is Street Vibes in Reno, Nevada. And I don't know about you guys, but I miss the way it used to be in downtown Reno, bikes lining the streets. It was an event and people would come out. Well, we're trying to bring that back with the baddest little bike show at Revision Brewery. Come out September 27th at Revision. We've got a FXR, Bagger, Club Style, V-Gloss, Chopper, Metric, cars, vendors, trophies, giveaways, surprise guests, and more. There is nowhere else to be on Saturday Street Vibes than Revision Brewing for the baddest little bike show. Come check it out.
Someone hits me up in the moment, live action.
No, if somebody calls you struggling with alcohol, you should just ignore it today.
You shouldn't. Yeah,
No,
you
I'm
should
just
see
kidding.
how they are tomorrow. Yeah, I figured as much. Okay.
Yeah, how you had it was perfect. No, you're good. Yeah, see, just right here. Yeah,
Oh, the
grab this if you
sensors?
want to move it. Yeah,
Okay, word.
yeah.
Grab the shaft. All right. Yeah, no, that's good. You have a firm grasp on it.
I did. Thanks.
It's-
I've been
yeah.
practicing.
I bet. I bet that's your non-dominant hand. Or you left-handed?
No, I'm piano-handed, dog.
So that's great. Ambidextrous.
Right.
Great.
I'll shake your hand with any hand.
Both mics.
Yeah, that's it. It's raining outside. Anything you can do about that?
Not currently, no.
All right, fuck, dude. Welcome to the Reno weather. You know what I mean?
Fucking right.
You selling houses this week?
No, I'm actually having a rough week, man. People are bailing on me left and right.
Yeah. Annabelle is single-handedly responsible for all the Californians moving to Reno. So
Yeah,
welcome
that's
to 4th
me.
Street Live podcast. Thanks
I
for
love
coming.
them. Yeah, I
Yeah.
solicit them daily.
Yeah?
Specifically.
Yeah.
I'm like, bring your ideas here.
Is the housing market gonna drop with your crystal ball, dude?
No, honestly, I don't even need a crystal ball because it's supply and demand, right?
Okay.
We have so many people wanting to come here and we don't have the inventory.
Right.
Now, finally, this year, we have an inventory increase. We're up about 56%, I think, year over year.
Fuck.
But no one's still buying. They're apprehensive. They're waiting for the interest rates. And when we go below, we're at like mid-low 6 right now. When we break into the 5s, everyone's going to want to buy.
Yeah.
Because what happened is during COVID, a bunch of people got sweetheart deals to get into houses that they weren't necessarily happy with.
Okay.
And now they finally have the equity in position once we get into that 5 range to even compare the current interest rate that they have.
No shit. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So when that happens, it's going to be a madhouse. Everyone's going to want to buy, and it's going to be hard for the first-time home buyer to compete.
Okay. That's a perfect segue into your story, because sitting here having you talk to me about houses, I know that that's not always where your life was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know that you come from a crazy beginning.
Yeah.
I want to start with that. Where are you from? You're from Reno.
No, I'm from Beach, Florida, West Palm Beach.
Okay.
So it's the mainland part. But
And
yeah.
when did you move out here?
When I was 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to high school?
Everywhere.
Got it.
I went to Worcester and then Galena and then Devani and then graduated from Galena.
Gotcha. Cool. John didn't go to high school.
I heard that. I got caught up, man. That
Yeah.
was the school of hard knocks, brother.
What a dirtbag.
For real, dog.
No, that's cool. So did you like high school? Were you a good kid? Were you a good student?
Hell no, man. I was always like the dorky kid growing up.
Okay.
And so, to backpedal, my dad actually passed away when I was 8.
Okay.
And that's why we moved out here. My parents met in AA. So, like, we've always had that. But when we moved out here, man, a lot of shit changed really fast. And I was alone for a lot of it because I had nobody here. My dad was gone. It was just my mom. She was caught up with a guy. Yeah. But yeah, so I was a weird kid, man. I was trying to find my place in the world. I would like wear a cloak to school, like a 3rd grader in a fucking like Renaissance cloak. Yeah, it's fucking weird, man. Or my stepdad at the time had a motorcycle. So I would wear my chaps to school and put my helmet on the desk. And we like went to school in the minivan. We didn't even ride there that day.
Checks out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So getting into high school, man, I was like overweight. I started that resistance emo shit where I was like, fuck you first.
I totally understand.
Yeah. Yeah. And it wasn't great. I ended up graduating a year early because I was just like over it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Were you drinking? Were you
Uh,
partying in high school? That didn't happen then.
It's so funny because like I was part of the counterculture world. I like did my first drugs at 13, 14. Like
Gotcha.
I was doing Molly in my house, crawling around my mom's bedroom with it was crazy shit.
Okay.
But I just never really gave enough of fucks. Honestly, when I was younger, it was when I got into college, started losing the weight, and I got into bodybuilding that I got into opiates.
Got it.
And that's what really fucking sent it for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. And how you're 21 around that age right there?
18. It was like right after I got out of high school, I started dating a guy that had a good connect, and
Yeah.
the rest is history, man.
So what was it for you? Was it you like the effect produce? Was it you getting comfortable in your own skin?
I've always like self-medicated.
Totally.
So for me, that was a drug that would help me not be in pain to work out and also made me high, but I could be coherent. So I thought it was like medicine.
I totally understand.
Yeah.
So when did your journey with your first introduction to recovery happen?
That was my first. I got sober off of opiates through the methadone clinic. So
Wild.
yeah, insane, dude. And
Yeah.
I was so blessed because I had to go on a trip at the end of that year and they wouldn't permit me the take homes for your medicine at that time.
Yeah.
So I had to titrate off for that. But otherwise, man, they wanted me to naturally be on that shit for 2.5 years, you know?
That's wild.
Yeah. The girl that helped me get into the methadone clinic was on for 6 or 7 years until she got pregnant and had to titrate off. Like almost the whole time I've been sober.
So they use methadone to get you off the black, right?
Yeah.
And then don't they have something to get you off of methadone too?
They titrate you.
That's
They just put
crazy.
you, yeah, lower doses, man. And then the second I got off that, I was like, what can I do? Let's color around the lines, right? Like, I have an opioid problem, but I don't have an alcohol problem.
I totally understand.
You know, in fact, I didn't even give a fuck about alcohol. I liked all the other shit because I could be more in my mind. So I immediately went into alcohol because I thought it was allowed.
Yeah. And you're like me. You knew where the rooms were because of your family, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. My mom, like, if I would go to hit her up for money and she'd be like, read the doctor's opinion and get back to me.
Oh, that sucks.
Straight
Yeah,
why
that's
would
the
lie? I'd be
worst.
like, hell yeah, I read it.
Yeah.
That sucks. Old English, can't read it. What? Now give me the money, right? So yeah, I was raised around it, and my mom ended up going out at one point and was out for most of like my formative years in high school. So I've really understood both sides of it, dealing with an addict in current addiction, and then also having the rooms and the recovery.
Yeah, shout out to Annabelle's mom. That's dope, but that's a beautiful thing. So you went on for a little while though. You
Yeah.
partied for a minute, didn't you?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Especially the last few years. I put it down like a fat kid on a seesaw, man. I spent probably 6 figures, maybe 250 in the last year of my using just by like going to the strip club. I have spent so much money on the strip club.
Same.
But I'm a straight woman, so I just like
Right.
sitting and doing cocaine.
Right.
Like that's what it is for me.
Sick.
I'd be friends with them. They'd say whatever.
What club did you like the most?
Oh, the Hippo, of course.
Hippo?
But
We're not
yeah.
allowed in the Hippo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't let
That's
bikers in.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
These are all. It was the old fam too. I don't know if any of the
Cool.
girls still work there
I don't
that
know.
I fuck with.
Yeah, but that's
so,
tight. That's
yeah.
cool. I totally get it, and I understand the obsession. So that's all good.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, I totally understand. One of the things I love about your story is I've met a lot of women in the room coming in, and one of the first things that they say is, "I'm not like these other people," and I'm like, "I got a friend." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they've heard you talk, and I know that there's lots of people out there that have heard your story that have gotten better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I wanted to touch on your story. You know what
Sure.
I mean? And so what was the decision to put the shovel down? You know what I mean?
Fuck, man. I'm just like a go-go person. Like I thought it was
That hasn't
cool.
changed much about you,
Yeah.
believe it or not. You just
I'm working
manifested
on
in a
it.
different way.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is just so healthy and it's all good.
For sure.
I can see you hustle and that's a beautiful thing. That's why
Yeah.
we make good salespeople.
At the end of the day, no one's coming to save you. And there's no justified resentments. I've learned that in recovery because I'm so good at justifying why I have been upset or wronged by someone, and I allow myself to be in that box, right? And I realize that, hey, people have probably done you wrong. Especially if you're one of us, we don't get here just because we've floated through life, right?
Yeah.
We've been through some shit, realistically.
Right.
But no one else gives a fuck at the end of the day.
And a lot of the shit we're accountable for, right?
Yeah.
But some of it, sometimes it wasn't our fault, but a lot of it is our
Oh,
fault.
and we can change it. Like, you want to be right or be happy. Like, I have
love
some deep-seated resentments against my mom going out and shit. She's not always been she's never really been a loving, trusting environment.
I understand.
But at the end of the day, I'm like rotting expressing so much anger towards her. And I realized that like when I react, I'm not reacting at her in the moment. I'm reacting at the overall cause.
Okay.
And it's only affecting me.
Yeah.
So she's not going to change. I better just figure it the fuck out.
I love it.
Right.
So when did you decide to put the shovel down?
Oh yeah, duh, sorry.
No, you're good. No, I love that. Thank you.
Fuck, man. It just kept getting worse and worse. It had gotten to the point where I was like drinking until I pass out, and then I would wake up and keep drinking. And I finally remember I was like really trying to not drink. And next thing I knew, I was like waking up at some random biker's house. No disrespect. But he was like one of the loser ones that like no one wanted him. He didn't have a job. He was probably stealing from his friend. He ended up, he's in jail for murder.
We just call that traditional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, you know.
No, just kidding. And I know the guy. That sucks.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I know who you're talking
about. It was just like a come to Jesus moment, for lack of a better term, because I just finally was like, whoa, I need help. This is not the life I want to live. Even fucked up, I know that I'm not in a good situation, and it's just below where I want. And so I asked my mom for help, and luckily she was able to find a rehab facility that would take my crazy ass.
Oh, shit. So you did do rehab?
Yeah.
How long were you down for?
5 weeks. They said 3 weeks. It's the traditional 30 days, right? This program was 21 days. And at first I was like, hell yeah, discount, like I can do it faster. And then I got there, and within a week probably, I was like, I want to stay longer.
Yeah.
And it was good. It was the reprieve I needed. It's fucking hard getting sober in a 24-hour town like this.
So tell me about rehab. I've only done meetings in there. What are they teaching you, and what is rehab even about? I don't even know.
It's very obviously whatever you make it, right? There's people in there that are just trying to pass the time. But if you want to go in and make a change for yourself, they give you all the tools. You get away from your normal habits. You get fed. You get a warm place to sleep. There's a nice gym. And they start really like, one, offering AA and introducing AA into your life, which was, I mean, you got to get out and then continue some sort of support group.
Okay.
And then also the behavioral things, because we know it's just alcoholism is just a symptom of the disease. For me, I learned I've got a lot of codependency, and I never thought I did because I'm a hard ass. Like, I'm independent. I can do anything.
Really?
But realistically, I'm like constantly seeking validation. I'm constantly wanting that buddy. So
I totally understand. So you get out, you start hitting meetings. Is that your sobriety date?
No.
You don't have to say it.
No, it's not. So that was originally my sobriety date was February 16th of 2023.
Got it.
And that's when I got out. And then I was doing good for a few months, but then I got fucking comfortable. And I thought that I could go and just be me again.
You didn't get cured?
Yeah, no, straight up.
Yeah.
I thought I was fixed, because I'm
Yeah.
perfect. And I wasn't. And then just like that, on my 6 months, I took a swig of Jameson. And next thing I know, I'm so drunk, I am zip tied to the pool table. Yeah, I woke up drunk, zip tied to the pool table.
Wild.
Insane. And I was next to a speaker with the funniest fucking thing is I wasn't ready to admit it, right? So I was posting shit about this, acting like I wasn't drunk. And there's a speaker right next to me just bumping music. And I'm zip tied to the pool table, and I like posted on social media like I'm just trying to say, tee funny prank. How could you fall asleep passed out next to a fucking speaker? So anyway, so my new sobriety date.
I love it.
Oh, dude.
Hell yeah.
It was bad.
I'm glad you found your way back.
It was just like that day. And the thing is, but I knew this was my place now because I was upset that I was going to lose all of the sober people that actually gave a fuck about me.
That too. And also, sometimes we need to fucking maybe just dig that bitch a little bit deeper.
Oh, for sure.
To see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and that's why it's attraction rather than promotion. I don't sit here and I say everybody that asks me if they think their son, their daughter, or them have a problem, I say that's between you and whatever you believe in. I'm not here to coach you into it, but I am here to tell you if you're asking me that question, the chances are you've got a fucking problem.
For sure.
Pretty high. You know what I mean?
I think it's fair to like err on the side of caution. Like if you think you're drinking too much, you probably are, because it should never be like a question in excess. And you might as well. A person that doesn't have a drinking problem can go 30 days or a year without alcohol.
Gotcha.
So it's not like a challenge, but take a breather and focus
Yeah.
on yourself.
You are a plethora of advice, and I hear you talking. It sounds like you've been around forever. What was some of the best advice you got early on that still sticks with you?
Look, I feel like there's something that you said that's on the tip of my tongue, but now I
Oh,
can't
me?
remember it. There's
I'm
always
the wise one?
I don't
Right.
know specifically what you said, but you always just have such a way with words, and even your little Jewish proverb, man.
I like that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's so right.
Yeah, and that is real. I definitely wanted, oh, we are on 4th Street Live. People are banging around outside. Welcome, everybody.
John, while you're up, will you get my water bottle? I'm trying to think. I feel like I have something good.
You're good. We'll talk. I'm going to just a little bit.
Right.
Who was it? Tweakers? Hell yeah. All right. Yeah. No, I was just curious you have a lot of one-liners in the rooms, and I
Yeah.
listen to them a lot, and I
Yeah.
think that they're fucking dope. And like I said, that there's people out there that I know that have specifically quoted you and saying that girl said something and it stuck with me. You know what
Well,
I
that's
mean?
really cool to
And it
hear.
is cool. And it's not just people. It's not just people in the rooms that we frequent.
Yeah.
It's people that I know that are like, I want what that girl has. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's a beautiful thing too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you got through the program, did the light switch on for you pretty quick?
The light steps, giving it over and realizing I had a problem really switched over for me. Knowing I was fully committed really switched over for me. But the concept of not drinking forever and stuff, I still find myself like talking to sober people and being like, you never know. Or now I'm
Yeah.
pretty much out of it, but I would do that kind of stuff a lot. And there was the door would be open and then I would totally take control back over and think that I'm fixed. So
Yeah.
that's been the struggle of it.
Got you. Was there any, what's that word? The dragging the feet through the program? Was there other just dry
Oh,
moments like that?
for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. But even before, like, it was a bigger testament before I even walked into the rooms. It was so much like fighting it rather than working the steps. And I feel bad for people that don't have what we have in Alcoholics Anonymous because it teaches you how to handle problems,
Totally.
right?
Yeah.
And the first time at first, like everyone mostly knows the dreaded step where you admit all your wrongs and apologize. And I thought that I was really giving that an honest go. But I still like when it came to my ninth step, I was like all of my exes, I could justify why I should never make my ninth step,
Totally.
And now another year later, I'm like, fuck, he must have been going through it when
Yeah.
I had my last ex that I blamed for making me an alcoholic. Right. The night before we broke up, I made him pick me up from another guy's house in his clothes because I was drunk at his house and I wanted comfy clothes. Didn't do shit. But I'm like, hey, when you get off work, will you come pick me up from another guy's house in his clothes? And then was in my mind, yeah,
Hell
yeah,
yeah. Hell
yeah.
yeah.
And then I like my bitch ass like that night. I'm like, if we don't resolve this tonight, then we're breaking up. We're never getting back
Oh
together.
man.
Next morning, he was like, play back, and so yeah, I had to sit with it.
I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah,
I love it.
man.
Did you make that one?
Yeah. What do
Did
you
you
mean?
make that one? Did you make that amends?
Oh no, no,
Okay.
no. Let's see.
That's what it sounds like. Here, you, bro.
Here's the just. Well, this is the problem: is the girl that he was dating before me, that he like left for me. They're now back together,
Yeah, yeah.
and have been for years. So I hear really big mixed reviews because that's the one that I'm talking about. Where like
Okay.
at first I was like, fuck him. I didn't do anything to him, but take care of him, and he cheated on me. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Now I can recognize it, but I hear mixed reviews because part of it's
I
like
hear ya.
he's moved on. Should it be a living amends? Like
Could be.
I don't know.
That's between you and whatever you believe in. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
one of the other things I wanted to talk to you about was is young people in the program, just young people in sobriety in general. One of my biggest hurdles was getting here young and
Yeah.
trying to, because like you, I had family in the program.
yeah,
I thought that was only the solution because my family was saying it was the solution because it was
Yeah.
close to home. But what I was wondering, coming into the program, what is your advice to some younger people that might be coming in here and thinking that it might not be as bad or they're not as bad as us or whatever? Something I hear often
yeah,
is people saying, I didn't crash my car. I didn't go to prison. I didn't have all these
yeah.
problems like
But
you
not
have.
yet. Yeah,
But you're still at Amy, or you're still at my rehab, or you're still here on a court card, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're still coming to talk to me. I think that one of the most important things I try to not preach, but talk to people about is like, what would your advice be to a young guy, young woman coming into the program, or
Yeah.
coming into rooms, or you just know that is struggling
yeah.
and thinking that their first thing is I'm not as bad as you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's easy to point out the differences. Like, I know between my opioid addiction, my drinking addiction, I for years was in denial about my drinking addiction because it's not the physical of opiates. It's a totally different thing. So it's easy to be different, especially if you're a high bottom. I feel so bad for I have friends that, are just like frat boys that are now just getting too old to be fratty and they don't think they have a problem because they haven't crashed their car, because they haven't lost anything.
I hear you.
But it's a matter of time, and the program's for you. So stay until the miracle happens, but also find the similarities, see what you can get from it rather than just trying to prove it's wrong.
Yeah. And one size doesn't always fit all. And there's multiple options. And I definitely think that there's help in lots of ways. And like you stay busy.
Yeah.
That's an important thing for me too, is just trying to keep my brain active.
You're
on anything.
removing, you're removing a lot of your life. You know what I mean? 95%
Totally.
of my life was bars, flowing tide. So now I've got 95%.
Which flowing tide?
Flowing tide was at low tide, 9570 South McCarran, because I would
South
reach
McCarran.
through there.
That's the nicer one.
It's the low of high tide. I don't know. It's a smoking tide, 24
Got it.
hours.
Cool.
I love it. It's near and dear to my heart.
Cool.
You have a lot of extra time. So you could sit at home and drive yourself fucking crazy just being sober and doing nothing, which I agree sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Or find something to fill up your time.
And what was that initially for you? Filling up your time. Gotcha.
You know what I
Cool.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't do the 90 and 90 thing. I'm not talking bad about it, but
Yeah.
I got in there and I got friends and I got in the gym. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't have money. I waited until I ran out of money to go to rehab because I'm selfish. I was like, this is a spot. I'm out of money.
Yeah.
And I didn't have money. Again, it's so funny. John talks about how I was all put together when we met. And I had 9 months of sobriety, like a year since I started this journey. I had no money. I was asking my mom for loans. And it took me a while to focus on that. So that being said, like, you usually don't have a lot when you come into these rooms, right? But fitness is free.
Yeah.
And the relationships you build in here are free. And that could become your whole life.
Yeah.
So
Were you a real estate agent during sobriety?
Oh yeah, that's a part of what got me so twisted, because I was making good money as a baby.
Yep.
And I was flexing on it because that's what society teaches you now, is that the strip club, spending $12,000 in the strip club one night, that's more than a month of my pay now. That's insane.
You have one more Jaguar than all of us. So
But fucking barely. It's duct taped at this point.
It's dope. It's dope. And I totally get that. And I definitely understand being new to the money. I think when I got here, I had $12 and like a 400 credit score. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm grateful because I don't know how I would have done it in my disease, man. I would have spent $12,000 at the strip club. You know what I mean?
Totally.
I totally understand what you're talking about. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? The other thing we wanted to talk to you about is, oh, sorry.
No, I got this. I'm
You know
going
what I
to
mean?
share all my secrets with you guys too before I leave. He doesn't know how to schedule stuff
Who
on
doesn't?
Instagram. I pointed at you, but
Oh,
it's like he doesn't
you
either.
have to help me with the scheduling on Instagram. You're dope at social media, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can schedule posts. So like when you make all these posts, just schedule it for the week so you don't have to worry about it. And then that way you're posting during like the hot hours.
No, you did tell me about it.
Okay.
And I
well,
definitely don't
maybe
hear a
we'll
lot.
get to the bottom of it. Because I just
Yeah.
want to be on
I'm
telling
just a
Beth,
nut
this
job,
is my
dude.
social media time. I'm
Oh,
engaging.
oh my God. I'm like a social media guy now, y'all. You know what I mean? I used to smoke crack though, you know what I mean? So it's different.
I used to make up shit in my head. Now I make it up in real life.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be the guy that I used to pretend to be to get chicks to sleep with me. You know what I mean?
Okay, no, that's the truth, man. Because I
Yeah.
spent so much of my life just like being someone I'm not.
Totally.
And like even now sober, I catch myself saying shit because you get like storylines, right? Like I had to be hard and cool at a really young age. So I accomplished a lot. And now I find myself just, it's part of my story. And it's not fucking true, man. And I don't consider myself a liar, but like
I
it
hear
gets
you.
engraved in you, the
For sure.
narrative you give yourself.
Totally.
But even down to like bad qualities, like everyone knows me for being like loud and outgoing, and like the words too much happen, right?
I hate it.
Well,
You're not, but I get it.
I jump into that stereotype, like I lean into it, like I'm too much anyway. So like whatever, I'm just gonna be too much. And then I like realize in sobriety, like I don't have to be that way. I can be like calmer. Oh Jesus. Calmer and more feminine and like still be myself and authentic and too much, but like I can change whatever traits I want to. This is my new life. Well,
John says she's wearing a shirt that says God's favorite, but I like it.
I am God's favorite. We're all God's favorite. How about that? I'm an only child. Can you tell?
Are you?
I have a half brother, but different. My mom moved me away from him when my dad died.
So he's back in Florida.
He is. And now that he's old enough to like, we're old enough that we're trying to rekindle now, but it's rough because we weren't raised around each other.
Does he share our
No, we don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
spiritual deficiency?
I don't think so. Obviously our dad did, but I don't.
Yeah, totally understand.
Yeah.
What was your community when you first got around? It was people in AA. What kind of people were you clicking up with?
so young people in
Oh, yeah.
AA, which was great because growing up in AA, I saw the old people meetings or old timer meetings. Sorry, probably not old meetings,
Yeah.
old timer
How about
meetings.
regular meetings, Doc?
Regular, traditional meeting. Yeah, I know they're your favorite. But I always thought that it was like a religious Bible thumper,
Oh, man. Yeah.
judgy way, right? Like I thought that I was going to go in there and being judged for being an alcoholic and unpure. When realistically, it's a bunch of people that are just like you. Like we're a club of drunk people that can't be drunk right now, and right now is forever. But it's like a happy medium because you get a lot more spirit. Like you chant in the rooms. It's people our age, which yeah, when I first got sober, I was like, no one is sober.
Yes.
Like it was not an idea in my head that I could A, have a sober life with sober friends, or B, wanted to.
Yeah.
So it really helped because it was a bunch of people our age.
Yeah. And you're active in that as a whole. Like you travel, you're going to these
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. No. So I help on conferences for
Yeah.
people like us. And now I'm pretty involved in that. And that's amazing. The biggest gift to sobriety, besides like saving your own life and not having to go to bed like scared and in fear, is watching other people's lives be saved.
Yeah.
And John, great example, man.
Yeah. We're
He-
going to talk about that.
Okay. Then I won't talk about him now.
No, you can't. You can't. Totally. We'll get right into it.
John's a great example, man,
Yeah.
because when he first came into the rooms, he was one of those little like fuckheads that would go to the strip club with us.
Yeah.
He was just rambunctious and like gossipy, you know what I mean? Just like in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And so when he first got sober, and we were part of it, like I had to learn a lot when he first got in the rooms because I realized all my character defects came out being with someone in that old environment. And like we were gossiping together and stuff like that. We actually got caught up in some shit because of that.
I hear you.
And now a year later, he like makes me feel weird if I gossip. And like he is so chill and self-centered and not crazy about the women. Like
For you. Good for
I've
you.
watched the change happen.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's real. And John, as he said yesterday, he's known you for a while.
How much? Oh yeah. So
Let's-
yeah, John.
Let's pull up the receipts, y'all. Hold on. Courtesy.
I'm so sorry.
Hold on. My very special producer, who is very spiritually sound, November 29th,
got
2012. Hey, January 6th. Hey, January 14th,
No, you're gonna
2013.
say the
Hey,
years, yeah.
nice rock. What does that even mean?
I got engaged.
Oh, you did? You were engaged? When was that?
I was engaged. Yeah. Oh, that's a crazy story. I'll tell you. But
Let's talk about that in a sec.
okay.
And then
He stopped for a while, and then that was the first one after we became
2024, 10 years later.
10 years later, I responded.
Crazy, bro.
I mean, talk
Dude.
about conversion, man.
Yeah. So yeah,
as friends. I responded as friends.
So this is what we call attraction rather than promotion. You know what I mean? So thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saved one.
And that was funny too, because I was like a moment for me. I'm like finally getting to the point where I can date again because like my shit's on straight. You
Yeah.
got to have your air mask on first. And I respect myself enough to do that, weirdly enough.
Are you dating?
Really, right now,
Gotcha.
but for a different, I'll get to that. But yes and no,
Yeah.
if anyone's wondering. Anyway, John, so I was finally getting to that point where I wanted to date again. And let's be real, I wanted to get laid. I hadn't had sex in a while, right? So I download the apps and I see him on the apps and I'm like, he's pretty good looking. Like this has potential.
Christian Mingle?
Yeah, it was Christian Mingle.
Sick.
And it was great. And so we met up, man, and it was like one of those frustrating aha moments in sobriety because like you can't date anyone in sobriety anymore. Like you can, but
Yeah.
I was sitting across from some dude that was just partying, that wanted to party and seemed like that's what he was about. And it was like, bummer. I have to make the decision not to sleep with this man because like our values don't align because he's fucking off kilter, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how we originally met. And then I know he shared we like stayed in each other's lives, but barely. We
Got
were
it.
just messaging here and there.
Yeah. But you obviously had something he wanted.
Oh, I guess so. Never had any. At the time, I felt like a nerd telling my old party, like he represented the old party friend. And I'm
Totally.
sitting there being like, yes, hey,
I know.
like,
Yeah, totally.
what
Yeah.
a fucking square, right?
yeah.
But little did I know it had affected him so much
It
that
did.
a few months later, he wanted what we had.
Have you had any more moments like that with people from the outside seeing you have something that they might want?
I haven't had like seen such success, but I have
Really?
so many people that are our peers that reach out and want help or are considering it or they just wanted a safe place to land.
Yeah.
And so that in itself, I think, like for me, my mission now is trying to make it like normal and cool.
Yeah.
If you want this life, it doesn't change who you are. If anything, I've gotten nothing but I've gotten hotter. I've gotten smarter. I've gotten to be a better friend.
And significantly more humble.
Yeah, and significantly more humble. And I'm God's favorite now.
You are.
So
love I
No,
love it. Tell me about the dating thing. I'm curious.
fuck. When I first got into sobriety, they say you're not supposed to date for a year.
Totally.
And
I agree. And
yeah,
I think I usually it takes a year for most people to get through the
Yeah.
program, and that's why I think it's a year. But really, I think it's just get through the program. You know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
totally understand, and I do actually inherently agree with that.
There's a lot of like variables, right?
Yeah.
So I agree that you should wait a year, and I think you should want it for yourself. Because at first I was like, my dealings with addiction had nothing to do with my relationships, was the mindset I was at.
Okay.
So I was down to date in early sobriety, and it just wasn't going well because I
Yeah.
was just a sober, broken, hot mess, but sober.
Yeah.
And heaven forbid if something had gotten south and I decided to drink over it or whatever. So now I look back on it and I'm like, fuck, you're saving your life. Give yourself a year to learn yourself.
That's real as fuck.
Yeah. And that's where I'm at now because my 20s, I went from 17 to 20. I was dating the guy that was selling opiates. And so that's why I got into that shit. And then I got sober off that. Or no, I didn't get sober. I didn't get sober. From that man, I found another man because that wasn't working out. I got engaged to that man, stayed addicted to drugs the whole time. He does not know to this day,
Okay.
including the methadone clinic. I would go every morning, like leaving our house, and we worked together. Insane to me that he doesn't know.
Is that the one in prison?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
No one's in prison other than the one that you know.
Oh, right.
And then I broke up with him and
There's a
found
theme here. Just saying.
fucking
I love you, but there's a theme.
Well, that's what I'm trying to correct because then I went to another guy that was a bartender. So then I was like, hell yeah, more justified behaviors.
Totally.
And I just kept doing that cycle, right? Until my drinking got so bad that no one wanted me. So now I'm like, I'm going to continue increasing my own capital and my own mental state. Not to mention that I mean, not to hate on guys, but like it's not easy to find a pair, especially when you're not drinking.
I hear you.
And it's not a bad thing, but no, I don't want to. I have this guy that keeps DMing me and talking about how he just wants to get fucked up. And I keep telling him I don't drink and it doesn't clock.
Totally.
And I'm not going to date someone like that.
Yeah.
So it lowers my pool.
One of the most beautiful things I think about you is your peace when you walk into a room is present. And I know because I'd seen you 2 years ago struggling with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I could tell you were not comfortable in your own skin and your legs were bouncing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And one of the coolest things that I've seen now is that you are very sure of yourself, and it's very obvious that you're more comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But some of your friends actually reached out to the show, and they wanted us to ask you some questions to put out there for any potential guys that might be sober, bikers. This is Annabelle's type. And so we are going to do some speed round questions for Anna. And if you have above a 700 credit score, 6'2", or taller,
Sweating.
and I'm pretty sure that's about it. All your teeth would be great.
It depends if it's like a hockey thing. We could
It's a hockey thing?
Yeah.
Cool. I agree. Yeah,
You
because they
know?
got flippers. So these are some of the questions that I was asked to ask Annabelle from one of her friends. And afterwards, I'm going to have you try and guess which friend sent me these. And if you don't tell me, but if you don't guess the friend, I'm not going to tell you who it was. All right. So tacos or pancakes?
Tacos.
Okay. Are you a morning person or a night person?
Morning person.
Is that different than sobriety? When you were out there, were you a night?
Sobriety, I would be awake until I fell asleep and then fall asleep until I woke up. You know what I mean? 3-day benders, a day and out of sleep.
Yeah. Did you just because I knew this was going to bring this up.
Yeah.
Do you ever watch the sunrise coming out of a bar?
Oh, I hate watching the sunrise.
Cool. Me too.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Even now, because yes, it's like in sobriety, your morning routine sets your day.
Totally.
Like you should have a reason to not wake up at
It might
5
be the
a.m.
biggest, like, you're a piece of shit feeling ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
coming out and fuck.
Oh, the
daytime.
chirp, you feel so out of time. And,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But now I do waking up early after just
Well,
sleeping.
now it's cool to be in the dark and get stuff done with like silence. No one's bugging you. That's your you time, right?
Yep.
And then by the time the sun's up, you have a sense of accomplishment.
Totally. Are you a texter or a caller?
I'm a texter.
Okay. All right. Neon cities, big cities, or small towns?
They use ChatGPT for these questions. Neon cities are
Yep, totally.
small towns.
You're a small town person.
Yeah.
You are. I know this about Annabelle. She's a country person. That's dope. Real country. Sorry, denim or leather?
Leather.
Okay. Mountains or ocean?
Ocean.
Okay, got it. Audiobook or paper book?
Are you asking as a
Yeah.
plug for
Which
your
one are
book?
you which one do you prefer?
Audiobook.
This is a segue. Okay. She has my book, and she hasn't fucking read it, so
I bought
I
your
think
book with
she's wrong.
impressive
Did
timing.
you say audiobook?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's why you haven't read my book.
No, that's why. Yeah, there's too many
Okay.
words. There's not enough pictures.
Gotcha.
And this is my moment to be honest with you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Here are some of these other ones. If your GPS had your mom's voice, what would it nag you about? I like
Fucking
this.
everything.
Cool.
It
That's
would
a great
steer.
one.
It would steer me in the wrong direction just so we could like passive aggressively talk more. You know what I
Fuck
mean?
yeah. That checks out. That's a good one. Your personal, this is a good one. Your personal theme song. What plays when you walk into a room?
Oh, this is okay. Actually, ironically enough, when I would drink a lot, I would key
You
up
had
or
music
touch
videos in your
tunes.
brain?
No, touch tunes.
Okay.
I would cue it before I walked in, and I would have Ice Ice Baby playing, and like they knew that I was somewhere near because of that song. Being drunkenness, not unsobriety, it
Okay.
would be that song. Sobriety. My MySpace song was "Kick Push" by Lupe Fiasco, so I'm just gonna ride with that.
Cool. That's like circa 2010.
Sure.
Cool. Lupe
Old.
Fiasco. All right. If you had, oh, sorry, no, this one's stupid as fuck. I'm gonna say that.
No, you should say it now. Say who it is too. Tell them.
I'll tell you later. I will. I promise. Hold on one sec. Oh yeah, teleport anywhere, but only where you've already been. Where are you going?
I'm either going home to Florida or Boston.
Florida or Boston?
Yeah.
Okay.
Such a square ass answer.
Here's a good one. I really like this one.
Great.
It made me think about it for a minute. What cartoon world would you live in?
Rocket Power.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, for sure. Rocket Power.
Auto, dude.
Or Spyro. I have. Oh my gosh, I keep
You're
getting
good.
this. Spyro, the video game. I have
Okay.
Spyro tattooed on my leg.
That's-
But I have to be Spyro or the really annoying little fucking blue monster. If you know the game, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. What is the biggest flex that you're oddly proud of?
I am a world champion mini horse driver.
What does that mean?
You know at the rodeo how they have like horse and buggy, like the
Yes.
horse and
Oh,
carts?
yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah,
I
yeah.
do that.
Sick.
I do that. I'm a world champion. I held like 9 high point titles for 10 years at one point, but
Gotcha.
yeah, I'm really good
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah. You were doing mini horse things. I was in the marching band, so we had a
That's-
different childhood, dog.
We love that.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
lo-
it's
we
all
love
right. At
marching
least I'm
band.
secure. It's okay.
Marching-
What is your biggest white lie you tell yourself? This is your last one.
Oh my god.
What's your like littlest white lie?
I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like I have a lot of little white lies. I don't know.
My little white lie is when people come over to my house, Beth puts my hair mousse on her side, so when people come over, they think it's her hair mousse,
That's amazing.
right?
We love
But
that.
I'm secure, so I don't care. But it's mine.
This is
It's all
my
good,
mousse.
But she'll put it on her side,
We love that.
so it's just it's mine. You know what I mean?
Love that.
So
Love that.
thank you for that, by the way, baby. You know what I mean? So anyway, please shout out your handles real quick so these new suitors can.
Oh my
shoot
gosh,
you in your
yes, to all the
DMs.
suitors. So my personal page is I'll Be Tales,
Okay,
like the A Day to Remember song, You
Yeah.
Be Tales, I'll Be Sonic, but I'll Be Tales.
love it.
And then my real estate handle is Reps in Real Estate, like the muscles.
Cool. I will post those. And also, if you're looking for a dope realtor in town, please check her out.
Realtor or partner, if you have a job, that's pretty much the only requirement. You gave a lot of requirements. We're focused on like job right now.
Job,
That's pretty much, yeah.
pulse.
You can fog a mirror, you can fog something else, you know what I mean?
No, we have bigger standards than that, dude. I got you.
Okay.
I love it. John, you got any questions for your friend up here?
Were you the friend with the questions?
Who do you think it was?
Megan?
It wasn't
It
Megan.
wasn't Megan?
Nope.
I don't
I won't tell you if you don't get it,
That's
but I'll tell you
fine.
afterwards for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are they friends with you guys? Can we play Guess Who?
for sure.
I want to play Guess Who, but with just like bald people.
With bald?
Or just a
Yeah, yeah.
bald. My ex fiance was also bald, but he also made $100,000 a month. So
Okay,
it's like,
$100,000 a month doing
no.
what?
real estate.
Oh, sick. Okay. Yeah. But like some people say being bald is like high testosterone. Like there's a correlation. I don't know if you know that.
I
No,
think it's
it's like a
correlated
like
with testosterone
naturally-
use.
I was told we can pull it up, but I swear to God, people with receding hairlines have naturally higher testosterone.
I have a receding hairline.
That could be it.
Yeah,
too.
steroids will do that. I have a lot of exes that are bald from steroids.
Cool. Worked out.
Yeah, it
Gotcha.
worked out their hair loss. They're
So bald cats, I guess you guys are set.
Great. I'm so glad that I solicited myself to the bald community.
No
today.
worries, man. We're gonna put your social media all over this shit.
Thank you. Great.
So what do you think about? Have you done a podcast before?
Oh no! Oh my gosh, it's so funny that you asked that because the
Okay.
last time that I did a podcast, I got 5150 for a week.
What do you mean?
Okay. So 3 weeks after
Hold on.
I know I probably should have led with that, huh?
I'm just trying to understand the mechanics
So,
of
like-
how it goes from podcast to
I was trying to quit
psychiatric holds.
drinking,
Okay.
and all my friends drank.
Okay.
So one of my friends had a drinking podcast that he would do, and it was like about drinking.
That's
So,
the one downtown?
at Axe Bar.
Oh, that's my guy.
Shane, yeah,
Hell
I love Shane
Shane's
so
tight.
much.
Shout out to Shane.
So it was Blame It on the Juice, right? Juice like the drink, because I was really high the first time he said that, and I thought he was saying juice, and I was like, we're not. No, why would you make a podcast that says that?
Yeah.
Juice. Okay. So I'm
You
like,
all knew that.
I
but
did not
that's
for
not-
hours. I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was like 3 weeks sober, and I was like, I'm gonna go on this drinking podcast, and I'm just not gonna drink.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna tell them that I'm not gonna drink. We're just gonna not drink on the drinking podcast. And first round, we cheers and send it back. We end up going out all night, and then the next morning when I'm coming down, I'm like blowing up my mom's phone and FaceTiming her with my gun in my hand. And apparently the government doesn't like that. Yeah, so they 5150'd me for a whole week.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is a great story.
Yeah.
Please don't drink after this one.
Yeah. No, I won't. I won't.
right.
It's not a drinking podcast.
It's not. No, it's not.
Not yet.
Yeah, no.
It's funny.
It's actually going. It's not all of. We're not just gonna. We're gonna have every kind of person on.
Kind of person.
Yeah, we're
Can
gonna.
the next person just be like hammered, like a drug Olympics.
The next person is John's person.
What are you guys doing?
No,
This
she's
is
got an
John's
incredible
new
story.
way to talk to women. I'm not chasing women anymore.
It has.
I know. It's the same with your dating history.
That's his. Yeah, dude. Oh
Just shoot
man.
for a bunch of women and end up with a bunch of dudes.
You do need a camera or a mic or something.
You do. Yeah.
Because he's bright.
Sean
fucking
can't
red
go a
right
full
now
hour
'cause
without
Annabelle just
attention.
Fucking tortured him. No,
I'm gonna
but-
torture you.
that's cool. You get more time and you'll be good. You know what I mean? More
Yeah.
secure. That's dope. Yeah. No, we're gonna do we're gonna have different people on. I want to be able to talk about recovery, but I also want to be able to I want to have tattoo artists on.
Oh
business
man
owners.
shit. I want to talk
Yeah.
about boy shit with my man friends.
No, I'm gonna talk to authors and I'm gonna talk to.
women.
I'll talk to. Of course, I will. Yeah, and
It's like Women's History Month. We should do like a Women's Month.
we should do a Women's History Month.
Yeah.
Who should we have on for Women's History Month?
Women.
Yeah, which one?
I don't know.
Name a woman.
Name 'em. I'll come back.
Cool.
Oh,
Shoot me
yeah.
a DM though. The same thing we've been asking everybody. Your favorite book? What was your favorite book that you read? Not the obvious one, but what was a book that you liked that maybe helped your life?
Map of Consciousness.
Okay, who wrote it?
Fucking no.
Okay,
It's-
talk-
let me look it up. It's like Whale something. It has a rainbow cover, but oh my gosh.
But you listened to it.
Yes.
Okay, whatever.
Yes, I listened to it. And now I'm going on Audible to find out who it's by.
Okay, that's all right.
Let's see here. But anyway, it's a really great book and you don't need to be in recovery for it. Although there is a chapter on it that explains how the steps work, which I think is super cool.
So there's a correlation.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
dope.
basically talking about the vibration you give in the world and justified resentments I got from that book and talking about that. And there's a whole scale of naturally we're at a lower vibration when we're in recovery because we're sick. We're this negative being and how to move up.
I totally understand.
Let me see here. Library. David R. Hawkins.
What's it called again?
Map of Consciousness.
Okay, the link will be below if you guys want to check out Map of Consciousness. And so, is this about getting sober? Is this about getting recovery? Is it
It's
just
like
a program
how
for
to use
living?
your mind.
I love that.
Yeah, and then after it's the 8th chapter, they explain how the 12-step program works given this information, and
Yeah.
because it's just talking about deductive reasoning, how to work through a problem in your head, right?
Isn't it crazy that we need books and programs to use deductive reasoning? That's how I know I'm sick. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, straight up.
Is because I need to be told when to make an amends and when not to. You know what I mean?
Literally. I
So-
just realized I know so little in general.
That's okay.
Yeah.
God damn, I don't want to know everything. You know what I mean? I really don't, because even what I have now it can be overwhelming. It's okay to just be like, hey, this is just what I'm doing today. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Being happy with less is a huge gift to sobriety.
Yeah.
Having patience and being okay with the no is huge.
what do you want to tell somebody that might be out there still struggling, dude?
Fuck, man. Give it a go and reach out to someone. No one in recovery is going to think you're stupid or feel like you're a monster. So just talk to someone about it.
Now, I want you to put your lowest moment side by side with your greatest achievement in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
what would those two things look like side by side?
Fuck, man. My lowest moment in general was just being like so sick mentally and physically. I was big.
That wreckage.
In general, yeah, it was just I had no money. I was constantly in fear and stress for paying my bills, people being in trouble with people.
Yeah.
And now I have no debt and peace. And no, the worst day in sobriety is not better than my best day in recovery.
Totally.
Had tons of really fucking fun times, man.
Yeah.
But being able to be happy without anything interfering, mind altering substances, like being happy for having a normal day is the biggest gift.
Yeah, that was one thing I always hear people say that. I'm sure that's true for some people. It just I didn't click. I was like, damn,
It's
I did some fun
crazy.
shit, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's also what I didn't love is waking up the next morning
Yeah.
and then worried about whatever I did that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's what I would definitely agree with. It's the effects, the after effects.
Yeah, I guess the difference is I would trade the best day
Yeah.
in using for the worst day in recovery.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Anna, I love you. We're gonna find you a husband. I got
Thank
you.
you.
And once again, everybody, if you're struggling with drugs and alcohol and you're looking for the rooms, there's a 1-800 number right under this video.
Oh
There's
yeah.
lots of different ways that people get into recovery. There's no one way. And please subscribe 4th Street Live on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Amazon Music. And my new book, The Rail Runner, is out now. Please go check that out if you're looking for a good read. Everybody, thanks again for tuning in. And Annabelle, we'll see you next time.
Thank you.